Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Today we are going to review and take a look at the two new dual cam models from Reolink. We have the Reolink Duo 2V, a 4K 8 megapixel IK10 Vandal proof wired PoE NVR IP camera, and the Duo 3V, a 16 megapixel version of it. And yes, they look exactly the same. Also, thank you Reolink for sending me these two cameras to be checked out. These cameras, like the original Duo series, have two lenses side by side, creating a 180-degree field of view horizontally. The image is stitched together in camera, that even if it has two lenses, it only has one image in the recording, and also will only use one channel if hooked up with Reolink's NVR. Aside from the recording resolution, there's a small difference on the vertical field of view, which the 2V version has a 57-degree field of view vertically, while the 3V has 53 degrees. And the weird thing is that the original Duo 2 has 60 degrees vertical and the Duo 3 has 55 degrees. And I know a lot of you have complained about the decreased field of view of the Duo 3. And now we have the 3V that is 2 degrees narrower. Anyways, the 2V records in 4K quality, 8 megapixels, two 4 megapixel lenses side by side, 5120 by 1552 pixel resolution at 20 frames per second. While the 3V, 16 megapixels, basically two 8 megapixel sensors, 7680 by 2160 pixel resolution at 20 FPS. These are Vandal proof cameras, and I did make a video testing its durability when hit on another model of this, and I will link it down below. And I'm not going to test or hit any of these two cameras in this video. They are and should be Vandal proof or at least Vandal resistant. Both have spotlights for color recording at night, aside from the infrared night vision. This is a Reolink, so no subscription needed. It can record motion events in a schedule or 24/7 to a micro SD card inserted onto the camera itself, up to a 256GB card, and or to Reolink's NVR. It has Reolink Smart Detection, people, vehicles, and animals. And this is IP67 weather resistant. Inside the box, and this is the 2V model, but should be the same on the 3V. You will get some paperwork, and it does come with a lens cloth, which is needed for these glass dome cameras. You will get the camera itself, a short Ethernet cable, mounting screws, anchors, and hex wrench, and a reset pin tool, waterproof Ethernet lid, and the camera itself, metal build. Two lenses, we have the spotlights and infrareds, light sensor, and on the side we have a screwed-in cover that covers the microSD card slot and the reset button. As to connections, we have an Ethernet port and a 12-volt optional power if you are not hooking it up to Reolink's NVR or in a PoE injector or switch. And on the other side, we have the speaker. So these are the two models side by side. They look exactly the same. Time to install this. I'll be using a PoE switch to power this up and to connect to my network, which then I can also add it to my NVR. The ideal install for this would be horizontal or under the eaves. Using the hex wrench, or I have a power driver here, unscrew the 3 hex screws. Set it aside and we'll install the waterproof lid. Plug in the camera to just this one Ethernet cable that is also plugged into my PoE switch on the other end. We will screw in the waterproof lid to protect our connection. Then push in the wiring into my ceiling. Then position the camera with the Reolink branding and the arrow in front. Then screw in the camera with the 3 included screws. And you can replace the dome just temporarily for now, because we will set it up first. With your phone connected to your network's Wi-Fi, open up the Reolink app. Now, if in the settings you toggle to on Add Devices automatically, just go to your camera's list and scroll down, and you will see an uninitialized device. Click on it, type in a device password, click Next, name the camera, and it will be set up. Click on the camera snapshot, and it should load up the live view. And now, time to align and position the camera to your liking. And then with the included cleaning cloth, wipe the inside with the dome and screw it back into the camera and make sure it is tight. And one thing you don't want to forget is also to wipe down the outside dome, even when it looks clean, because your hand and finger smudges will cause glare at night. I learned this the hard way. Please note that this type of camera that has a glass dome on it will be needing more frequent cleaning compared to other camera types. Now, this can also be installed in a wall, and one cool thing about this dual lens compared to just one lens dome or Vandal proof design is that when installed in a wall, you're basically limited in where you can point the camera to just up or down. You cannot turn it left or right. You can rotate it, but it will also rotate the horizon. So the camera needs to be in the middle or where you want it to monitor. But with a dual lens 180 degrees, you will still get the whole horizontal view. Let's check these settings in the app. And this is the same on both models. When you open up the app, you will see the snapshot from the cameras. Click on it and it will load up the live view very quick. In here, you can pause the live view, listen in, take a snapshot or record the live view, and change the live view's resolution. On the bottom, you can start two-way talk, which is full duplex. Playback for the recorded events. And I have set this for motion events only. You can sort the events, let's say person only, and when you click on it, this is where you can view and can download the footage to your phone. Take note that I turned off infrared night vision in this clip. Back to live view, you can manually trigger the siren, turn on the spotlights, which it will go to color mode. Gear icon for the camera settings, and I'll show you in display that this 3V is recording in 7680 by 2160 at max 20 FPS, which is also the default. And you can set the bitrate here, which I also set to the max. Frame rate, which I changed to constant, and also the bitrate. And let's go to the 2V model. Display, stream, and this one is recording in 5120 by 1552 pixel resolution. Frame rate, same, 20 FPS max, and bitrate is max. Also note, with motion events only, I used 4.23 gigabytes, but if we go to the 3V model, same events, and I used 17 gigabytes. So something to take note of. Both of these cams, like any other wide Reolink cameras, will have detection alarm where you can set non-detection zones, adjust the sensitivity separate for person, vehicles, and animals. On the camera recording, you can set motion events recording and pick any motion or just persons, vehicles, and or animals. Or you can set it also to record continuously or in a schedule. And on the notifications, you can pick which events you want to be notified about, and this is separate on what the camera records. And you can also change the notification tones from here. Now time to do some testing. So this is the video and audio quality of the Reolink 2V and also the 3V. Video clarity test at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Putting my best. So this is the video and audio quality of the Reolink 2V and also the 3V. Video clarity test at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Putting my best. So this is the video quality of the Reolink Duo 2V at night, and this with the spotlights turned on, and this one looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 40. This is the video quality of the Reolink Duo 3V at night, and this with the spotlights turned on, and this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So this is the video quality of the Reolink Duo 2V at night, and I have 6 infrared LEDs, no spotlights. And this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So this is the video quality of the Reolink Duo 3V at night, and this spotlights are off, and there are 6 infrared LEDs, and this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We are going to test the notification speeds between the Reolink Duo 2V and 3V, and I'm on my 5G cellular network, and it is 12:44. Let's check it out. And because of how these two dual lenses, so I have to hide right here behind this corner because it is pretty quick in detecting. I'll go right there, and both of them at the same time. And when you click on this, it should open up the live view. All right, 12:44. So it is 12:45, and it's probably past 20 seconds, and I should be getting a notification again. Just like that, they're all the same time. Cool. All right, we are gonna check the detection distance of these Reolink Duo 2V and 3V. I've set both of them, maximum detection and also person detection only. Now let's try at 50 feet. All right, almost the same. I have the Tapo Color Pro also detected me right here. 50 feet. Cool.
Audio quality coming out from the Reolink Duo 2V. This is the audio quality coming out from the Reolink Duo 3V.
So what do you think? First off, for a side-by-side dual cam compared to the original dual cam design, this is better and a smaller footprint and discreet. People will not know where the camera is pointing at. Plus, it has a Vandal-proof dome. But because of this dome though, it will need frequent cleaning so as to minimize glare, especially at night. Differences between the 3V and the 2V, aside from the video quality and resolution, are, but first I'll commend Reolink here as to when you have a monitor hooked up to your NVR, I am able to move around the streams from my cameras. And I like that with these dual cams, Reolink made the view by combining two camera spaces. With the 2V, this is full screen. With a 3V though, because my monitor is not 4K, this window will pop up every time when I want full view. With older NVRs though, or the one that is not updated, you will have the compressed view. At night, here is the difference between the two cameras, and this with their infrared night vision turned off and in color mode. 3V on the left, which is darker, but when I turn on some lighting, this is what it looks like. The 2V is brighter overall than the 3V. And when their own spotlights are turned on, the 2V has this glare. And this might just be where I installed it, which is under the eaves, or I need to wipe down and clean the glass some more. Personally though, I would run both of them in infrared night vision at night and with the spotlights off. Also with the 3V version, if you use email notifications, then just like on the Duo 3, you can set up the motion track feature, where the camera will email you of the snapshot of the detected motion, and will put a timestamp on where the motion is, so that you will know the path of the motion just by the snapshot. Overall, these 3V and 2V dual cams performed well in my testing, just like any other Reolink wired camera. With its wide field of view, it can monitor my backyard with just one camera. But I'm still waiting for the turret type version of this, and in a low light color X-line sensor. We will see. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.